Welcome to the BIM Skills Academy. In this video, let's understand what are BIM roles. So we have several kind of roles if you learn BIM. So one role is like BIM Modeler. Another role is like BIM Architect. One more role is BIM Engineer. Okay. Then next one is like BIM Coordinator. Next role we have is like BIM Manager. In between there are several roles also like BIM, we can say Senior BIM Engineer. Okay. Then we have BIM Lead, right? Multiple roles we have. So again, after the manager we can have BIM Consultant. Okay. Then we can have BIM Director. Okay. BIM Head. Many companies hire for different type of roles. So there are several roles. Apart from this, I can say again there are many roles are available if you learn BIM. So first now understand what is the role of a BIM modeler. Okay. So if we see in this video, first let's understand role of a BIM modeler or the persons who are there at production level, such as BIM Modeler, BIM Engineer, BIM Architect on an average basis. So one role of a BIM modeler will be like definitely, for example, modeling. Okay, BIM modeling. Okay, then the second it can be drawing production. Okay, so you need to create, if you want to become BIM modeler, then you need to have the skills of BIM modeling, then you need to produce the drawings. And the third one will be to coordinate with teams. Okay, sorry, my writing is not that much good because nowadays we are using digital tools only, so rarely we are using pen, right? That's why. So if you see role of a BIM modeler will be to also coordinate with the teams such as all the other internal department members. Okay, in whichever department you're working. BIM modeler doesn't mean it is only for architecture. It can be BIM modeler for architecture, it can be BIM modeler for structure, or it can be BIM modeler for MEP. Okay. So also role of a BIM modeler can include to do clash detection. Okay. So all the way this role should be for a BIM I can say coordinator, but some companies I saw in the job descriptions, they are looking for clash detection skills also into BIM modeler role. The next responsibility or role will be to do QC, okay, quality checking of the BIM model to maintain the quality. Okay. The next role will be to follow, okay, to follow BIM standards. Okay. So whatever the standards are there from the client, we need to follow those standards as a BIM modeler. Okay. And also it can be related to estimation. Okay. So one BIM modeler can have multiple responsibilities, but it depends company to company. On an average, it can be for BIM modeling, drawing production, coordinate with the teams, clash detection, QC, and follow the BIM standards, and also to do estimation. One more role can be to create intelligent BIM, okay, objects. Okay. So this much of roles will be required for a BIM modeler. Now let's say what are the software skills a BIM modeler is required. So companies expect as per current market standards, they will expect basics of AutoCAD. Okay, basics of AutoCAD. Then Revit. I saw some companies they are asking for individual discipline, some companies they are asking for multiple disciplines also. So I saw recently one company that is asking for Revit architecture, okay, and Revit structure, or we can say one company is looking for architecture and structure modeling using Revit. Okay. And also they are asking for Navisworks knowledge. Okay. And they are asking for family creation. Okay. They are asking for drawing production. So these are the skills. But in terms of softwares we were discussing, they need like basics of AutoCAD, Revit, they need Navisworks. Also many companies nowadays they require ACC, that is Autodesk Construction Cloud. So this will be requirement for a BIM modeler. And always I suggest you, if you want to know like requirements to become BIM modeler, I suggest you to go to company's job description. Okay, read there what exactly they require for a particular position. So these are like common, but company to company, discipline to discipline, it can vary. So follow the BIM Skills Academy to get more insights about BIM.